Marcellus Sports Shooting Stars bring the game to you. And last week we did a tribute for Coach Jeff Hoke, retiring from the Central Panthers with a resume that I don't know it's ever going to be duplicated. Got some players on chatting about it. Well, we got some more on right here, right now for you. I'm going to start out right now with the hustler, man. RJ Jackson Jr., man. First of all, you got some big news. Made an announcement last week, your commitment to Mansfield. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I just thank Coach John for the opportunity, man. He had me up on a visit the week before. It was a great campus. I just had a great time. I got to connect with him more on a coaching level, understand, what he was looking for in a player he was able to offer me. And I just felt like, it was the right spot for me. It's a great opportunity to go there, um, get around some great guys, and just continue my basketball career as well as my academic career.
That's awesome, man. The PSAC. Congratulations, man. What a league. Best of luck there. But hey, talk about Coach Hoke a little bit. Tell a little bit about what he helped you to get where you're about to go.
Coach Hook helped me a lot. Honestly, I remember, my freshman year when he brought me in, to set the bench varsity. He brought me in during the middle of the season, and then during the playoffs, he asked me to come back and sit. And just being in that atmosphere and being able to watch practice with the varsity players, as a freshman, and just learn the culture. I think that helped me a lot going into my sophomore year, which I was able to see some actual court time, and I feel like I was prepared because I had already been in practice with those guys and had already known, the coaching style that he likes to bring. And so then I was able to work my way up into the starting lineup and in a state championship game. And I'm just very thankful for him for even believing in me and seeing me as a great piece to a squad like that.
Wow, for your first season, really getting varsity time to go the whole way and break, records there at the state championship for public school with 6A in York County's never been done. What an awesome ride there. Yeah, he was telling me that during that run, you were a problem when it came to people trying to guard you in practice. So he gave you a lot of credit one time when I was interviewing him about what you did for the squad there. So
Yeah, it was practice was great for us. I think it was just great for me just being able to learn on what things I could do on the court and how I could push other guys in practice. And I think that's what really helped us going to that state championship run is pushing each other in practice.
that's awesome, man. Well, I'm gonna have to take it down here to the insurance man, my man Gavino Grove. Wow, man, you had an awesome senior season, and just want to get your thoughts or a story about Coach Jeff Hoke.
Yeah, Hoke. There's a lot to say about Hoke. He's a great coach. He gave me the opportunity my sophomore season. Um, I ended up breaking my wrist, so I didn't have the opportunity to play varsity or JV. But he still wanted me to be a part of the team, and he let me be the manager, and that couldn't help. That couldn't have helped me enough because seeing how the varsity practice went, like how the varsity and JV practice went, it was a whole new like style of the game that what I was used to. So when I came in my junior year and I came in fresh and like no injuries, I got to learn from the guys and it definitely helped me to put me where I was at this season and have a pretty good senior season.
Yeah, you definitely had some big shots and a bunch of them on a few of those games. Can you tell us a story? I know he was saying that there was sometimes I think he was telling one of the Bens that he was kicked out of practice, or Greg, or I think he's kicked a bunch of people out of practice. You got any funny stories or a story that you can share with everybody about Coach?
Uh, you might have to come back to me, but yeah, yeah, you might have to come back to me on that one. I need to think of a good one if I'm going to
Yeah,
tell
think
one.
of a good one, man.
Yeah.
I'll go over here to Kylar Landis. Now, Kylar, you're one of the players that you'll be back next year. So I definitely wanted to hear from you when it comes to what you feel like. Obviously, you'll have a whole new coach next year. Coach Hoke is telling us, it was telling me that he really thinks your team is gonna be really good next year again. So talk about a couple of those lessons or some things that he helped you with going into next season without Coach Hoke.
I think some of the things that he helped me with was he really was a confidence booster for me. Coming in my sophomore year, at the beginning of the year, I wasn't really getting playing time and stuff like that, but I was fighting in practice, and he kept telling me how good I was doing. And at the end of the season, he took a chance on me, and I ran with it, and it was just a big confidence booster for me.
Well, I think that that gigantic 3-pointer, I don't know if it was at the Reading game when Nace threw it out to you. Which
Yeah, it was a running game.
that was incredible. And I think it was last season, might have been for the district championship. I remember watching you come out of the tunnel, and then that giant center, a lot of people, because of the depth perception and everything.
Yeah.
But I think your first shot and just warming up, you just hit a 3. I was like, this kid got this confidence coming out of his veins.
Yeah.
So, and you need that, you definitely need that to play at a school like Central York. So
Yeah.
Any other stories you would like to tell about Coach Hoke?
I don't know if I have any stories, but I know one thing I can say is he's really hard on us. Like at every practice, he wasn't taking it easy on you, but at the end, it was all love. So at the end, he would teach you, and then he would get right back on you. So
Well, that's what you want, man. You don't want a coach hugging you every time you're missing everything. You want someone to get you pumped up a little bit and tell you, be truthful about you. Grove, anything else you come up with? Any other stories?
Yeah, I do. So it was Brooklyn's first game gone, and we're playing Central Dolphin. And I think Kylar and RJ know where I'm going with this. We were in warm-up lines, and me being stupid, I dunked in the warm-up lines, and I got a tech. So I didn't. So that was my big opportunity. I felt to be the big man and like step up now that Brooklyn's gone, and I wasn't able to play that whole game. So I got heck from all the coaches, and then going on the next game we played Red Line at their home, and Hook told me before the game, he's like, and all the coaches are telling me, they're like, yeah, Gav, you're probably not going to play. You got that tech last game. And Hook took a chance on me and put me in, and I got 14 points that first half. And I remember going in the locker room, and he said to the team, you guys better thank Gav for getting 14 points, and you guys also better thank me for putting Gav in because I wasn't even going to play him this game. So it was nice. It was nice hearing that, and that having a coach that can believe in you, and just know that you know what your worth is, and that's definitely what kind of coach Hook was. He believed in his players.
You could see it, and I was at that game. I remember you coming out and hitting 2 back-to-back. I think you had 4 threes in that Red Lion game, and you could kind of tell that you guys were still trying to. I actually didn't realize you didn't play in that Central Dolphin game, who obviously they went ahead and won the state championship. So yeah, you guys were dealing with a lot, losing Brooklyn Nace and then Grove Duncan. Is that why you weren't? So you got a technical, and then what? Coach wouldn't let you play. Is that how it was?
Yeah, he didn't let me play that game either. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's why I never dunk in the warm-ups, man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
always to the game. So but you guys are awesome. Thanks for jumping on here, sharing some more. Grove, what's up with you for next season? You figure out what you're doing yet?
I'm not playing basketball in college, but I am. I decided to go to Bloomsburg for my education. So
nice. PSAC as well, right?
Yep. Yeah.
There you go. Well,
Yep.
yeah, if you ever need insurance, man, I know some people out there on Route 30. So
Yep, I think I know him pretty well as well.
Yeah, I bet. Well, thank you guys, champs. Yeah, and Kylar will be looking for you next season, man.
Sure.
Leading that Central. You and Dougie, man. That's gonna be quite the backcourt right there.
Yeah.
I know you guys be excited for that. So
Mm-hmm.
thank you guys, Sports Shooting Stars. Ready to game.
To you.
Did you